Hello everyone, how are y'all? Welcome to another video for Teacher's Channel. And in today's video, I'm going to continue from where we stopped, actually from the first video, which is 6.2, but the previous video teacher only did 6.2a. In this part, I'm going to do 6.2b because that video became like longer, so I'm going to do 6.2b. I'm still going to focus on values of trigo, but this time it's going to be for special angles. This video will be shorter a bit because this one is quite it's quite a fast lesson, and then I'll do another video for 6.3 and 6.4. So make sure you are grabbing all the basics for trigo, like what are the best friends for sine, cosine, tangent, and then like make sure you know 6.3 onwards how to draw the graph. That one is very important, how to draw. And then now let's get started with values of trigonometry for this chapter. Before we start, if this is your first time viewing teacher's channel, Veronica Pai, welcome, and consider to subscribe. Share this with a friend who you think will benefit from. Okay, it will definitely help them. So let's get started into the video. Okay guys, so we know that many of you, right, have been struggling like for this entire year with learning from home and everything. Okay, my purpose here is just to help you understand the chapters better and to make sure that you get the basics, so that like when you apply whatever you learn through my YouTube channel or even through other YouTube teachers, you must be able to apply like the concepts that you are learning. So don't take for granted even the smallest concept that you learn. Okay, sometimes you feel that should I really know special angles, because special angles are not given. Okay, the formulas are not given. You need to know how to find the angles. So this is my suggestion. Okay, this is my suggestion. I suggest that if possible, learn and memorize. Okay, memorize by your heart two different types of triangle. Two different types of triangle only. Okay. Okay, so the two triangles that we need to know by heart. Okay, this is my suggestion. Draw two right angle triangles. Okay, let me draw it nicely. Okay, see, when now you are learning, okay, what you can do is you can take the notes together with teacher while you are learning, or you can pause. All this you can do because this is like you're learning at your own pace, right? Okay, so learn together with me. Okay, so that you can get the what is that idea of how I'm doing this method. Okay, so make sure you have like two triangles, right angle triangle. So just draw. Okay, now the first one, okay, this is 90-degree. All right, okay, one triangle, you will have 45 degrees and 45 degrees here. Okay, the other one you will have about 60 degrees, and I think 60 will be up below. Okay, 60 degrees, and here will be 30 degrees. Okay, just these two triangles only for you to remember. So now that you already know this, okay, these two triangles only that you need. Okay, now this is the part where you create your own way of understanding how to memorize. Okay, this is how teacher memorize. Okay, the hypotenuse. Okay, the hypotenuse. So I hope you know hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the longest length. Okay, or it's like always the opposite of the 90-degree lah. So in this case, the opposite is here, the opposite is here. Okay, so the hypotenuse length is always 2, here also 2, but for the 45 degrees is square root of 2. Okay, so that's the first thing you memorize. So both the hypotenuse 2 and 2. Okay, but the 45 degrees is square root 2. Okay, why it's square root 2 is because here and here is 1 and 1. Okay, so when you want to find the hypotenuse, it will be like 1 square plus 1 square, right? So you will get square root of 2. Okay, that is for the first triangle, the 45-degree angle triangle. Now for the 30 and the 60, you just need to know for the 30, okay, the 30-degree angle, it's going to be 1. Okay, the value. See the opposite, I'm doing the opposite. The opposite of 30 will be 1. So for the 60, the opposite length will be 3 or square root of 3. Okay, so these are the only two triangles memorized. And for you, like I wouldn't even say memorize, try to understand how teacher did this now. Okay, like I put the 2 first, and then only I did the 1. 45 degree, both side must be 1 and 1. Okay, here must be 1 and 1 the value. All right, so now from this triangle that teacher already draw, okay, now I'm going to ask you a question. If I ask you to find sine 45 degree, can you straight away find from the diagram? Yes, because 45 is here. Okay, sine here, we are going to use the so ka toa, so cha to. Okay, this, we're going to use this. Sine is going to be opposite and hypotenuse. So let's say if I'm taking 45 degree here, opposite is 1, hypotenuse is 2. So you already got 1 over 2. Suddenly if I ask sine 60, you should be able to give the value also. Sorry, I put up a bit. Okay, sorry. Sine 60 should be opposite and hypotenuse. So opposite is 3. Hypotenuse is 2. So 3 over 2. So you can play along, like you don't have to use your, okay, of course you can use calculator, can. Now this is a way for you to memorize, especially those of you who don't have the this calculator, the new addition one. Most of you have the like the normal one, right? Have it here. You guys have this, correct? So this one, if let's say you key in sine 60, you will get in decimal. But if you key in the advanced, the addition one, sine 60, you see, you get 3 over 2. So this is what we want in exam. Okay, like this is the values that you need. But if your calculator is not the new addition, use this method. I would suggest all students should know the diagram by heart. Okay, it's like by now you already should know lah this diagram. Okay, now we are going to use our diagram here, okay, to find the values. All right, because if you see in your textbook usually have like one table. They give you all the values: sine 45, cos 45, tangent 45. But if you already got the diagram, you don't have to refer to that. All right, so we continue with like a few questions how to apply this. Okay, let's look at this example. Okay, this time we're going to use the given value of sine 150 and find the value of cos 150. Okay, so let's do the first step. Okay, what will be the first step for this kind of questions usually? You have the value for sine and you are asked to find cos for 150. Okay, now first step, always draw the value for 150 first. Okay, now in this case, I'm going to draw. Okay, up a bit. All right. So 150 is at which part here? So here is X, Y. Okay. Ali stole the 150 is over here. Okay. So from here to here is 150 degree. Now, since it's in the second quadrant, you find the reference angle first. It's always like that. If it's already more than 90, you find the reference angle. Okay, so like in this case, our reference angle will be here, this part. Okay, what is the value here? This should be 30 degree. How I know 30? Because the whole straight line is 180, right? Okay, so 150 plus 30, I'll get 180 lah. Okay, here's 100. The whole thing is 180. Here is 90. Started from 0. Okay, make sure you know all these. This is like the basic first. Okay, make sure you know all these. Okay, then from here now, okay, we want to find cos 150. Correct, we want to find cos 150. So we write cos 150 and we equal it to the reference angle. Okay, the reference angle is 30 degree. Okay, but now cos is in which position here? This one is in the second quadrant cos. So that means this is Ali. I use Ali stole the cat. Okay, if you all remember from the first video. Okay, Ali stole the cat, or you can use all science teachers are crazy. Okay, so here the sign only must be positive, but it looks like my cos is that. So that means I must put negative cos. Okay, so since they have given us sine 150 is 1 over 2, okay, that means in this case sine 30. Okay, I put here 30. Here will be 60. Yeah. Okay, remember this triangle? What were the values? Can you all remember the values? This is where you test back whether you can remember or not. If 30-degree means what should, and the teacher started with the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse should be what value here? 2, right? Okay, so the 30 should be 1, the 60 should be 3. Okay, so in this case, sine 30, is it 1 over 2? Opposite over hypotenuse? Yes. Okay, 1 over 2. So that means this is sine 150's reference angle. Okay, here the 30 is referring to the 150 also. Okay, so in that case, if I want to find cos 30, what will be the value? Because here now we are finding cos, this one, right? We're finding cos. So what is cos? Cos is so cha to. Cha is adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent is 3 over 2. So now we already got the value. You can write the final answer here. Go back up here. Final answer is negative 3 over 2. Why negative? Because in the second quadrant here, cos is negative. So we put the negative value there. Okay. So make sure first step, always draw the position. Second step, more than 90-degree already, find the reference angle. Okay, this one teacher taught also in the first part of the video. Third step only, you see the position and then you see whether it should be negative or positive value. This one, very simple question that I've given you here. Okay, but this basic is what you need to apply for like SPM paper 1 question and all. Alright, I'm going to give you all a question here. Okay, find out the answer. Okay, try your best and find the answer. It's going to be a little bit different because this time I'm going to include secant. Okay, secant 150. Okay, I'll give you a tip how to solve this. Okay, because the first step is always to draw, correct? Okay, the first step, always you must draw first. Okay, let's say I draw. Can I draw 150 here? 150, yes, I can draw 150. But can I draw secant 150? I cannot draw secant 150. So you must do some changes first. Change this first to the best friend. Okay. This is where you need to apply what we learned 6.2a. Who is the best friend, or like what you should change secant into? Like what is the other form if I want to draw the graph? Because if you want to draw graph, you can only draw for sine, cos, tangent. The secant all we don't have in this quadrant one. So you have to change first. Okay, I give you the clue already. Try and let me know what is your answer. Okay, let me know the answer in the comment. And I'll see if like you guys can apply that concept or not, right? So actually that's all for this chapter. We are done. Actually the rest, like for you guys to apply, this is the main thing that you need to know, values. Okay, the value. Remember the triangle, remember how to apply it. Then that's all. All right, so I'll see you in another video for 6.3 and 6.4, and we will finish up the chapter. Keep practicing at maths, and also I'll see you soon. Bye guys.